Today we're going to reveal our top 3 attack strategies at Town Hall 15, including how to use them, the best CC combination, and the optimal hero equipment. What better place to start than with Zap Titan? Now you're going to see a lot of similarities between this army and Zap Super Witches, which we had in the Town Hall 14 top 3 attack strategies. But the difference in terms of this attack is we are not going to show the Flame Flinger trick for the Town Hall. In this, we're going to send the Titans straight through the Town Hall, and we're going to show you how powerful they really are. They've got so many hit points, it's quite insane. Now, before we get into the crux of the attack, I want to talk about the hero equipment, because Alfonso here does have a few weaknesses in that. Now, Barb Puppet, if you've got the Gauntlet, always bring the Gauntlet, simple enough. For the Queen, I'd recommend the Healer Puppet or the Frozen Arrow over the Arch Puppet. Both of them work completely up to you, but the main one is the Warden. You want the Rage Gem with this. You've only got 2 Rage spells in the army, and time is an issue. Anything to speed up the Warden Walk at the start is insane. Also, you're going to see Alfonso needs to use a Rage spell with the Warden Walk here, and he might not have needed it with the Rage Gem. Now, obviously, Alfonso still triples with this hero equipment combination, which says plenty about how strong this army is, but obviously he hasn't been grinding his lower Town Hall account, which I totally get. Now, already that you're going to see one mistake here. We let the Flame Flinger get locked onto by the Mortar. That's the whole purpose of doing the Warden Walk with the Flame Flinger, is to tank those pesky defenses that shoot it. But still going to walk away with the triple here regardless. So the Warden Walk's doing great work. Get rid of that Expo. And now we can let the Flame Flinger go after that Scatter Shot deep inside the base. And I want you to always think with this army about the funnel. And I can guarantee you that's what Alfonso is thinking too. One quick thing before we talk about the funnel. Notice he only used 3 healers on his Warden Walk. Never use more healers than you need for the Warden Walk, particularly if you've got the Rage Gem. It's really nice to save onto 2 healers and put them directly on top of either your Titans, Queen, or if you're doing a Super Bowler smash attack, you can do it on top of that. So the Titan's coming in on the top side here. And you're going to see he's funneled really high up here because he's going to send his King on the top side. So unfortunately, not a lot goes into this Eagle compartment, but that's going to be completely fine. We have the Wall Break coming in on the top side, and the biggest enemy of Titans is walls. Now, you can drop a Titan or 2 and bring 2 Root Riders with this army if you want, but personally haven't found that to be any stronger than just going straight up with Titans as is, because you've got plenty of Wall Breakers and a jump spell for this army anyway. Flame Flinger is going to help get rid of the Monolith, and look at that! The Titans shred that defensive Hound, and that is the biggest advantage for Titans over any other troop in the game. Goes straight through defensive CCs like it's nothing. Going straight through the Town Hall really quickly. We've got the King on the top side. Now we use the RC to help out, and look, these Titans still have quite a lot of hit points, and those healers are not going to leave them, and that is where the real strength comes from in this army. Your heroes have so much tanking for them done by the Titans. King ability's only just gone off. We have the Flame Flinger Yetis out of the bottom, and this base got crushed. It's all about, A, what can you get with the zaps, but most importantly, how much value can you get with the Flame Flinger on a base where you zap out some anti-Flame Flinger targets, and then using the remaining pathing on the base to send your Titans straight through. Make sure you use your wall breaks and your jumps appropriately, and you will wreck bases. This is my favorite army at Town Hall 15. It's awesome. I recommend you use it if you like smash attacks. Surprising absolutely nobody, we have Root Rider Valk Spam coming in this video. So what do? At the start, you're going to send 1 Root Rider and 3 or 4 Valks on each side of the funnel. I prefer 3 Valks, and they're setting a funnel on either side. Then straight in the middle, notice we put down a Skeleton spell, and then all the other Root Riders. We've got a Warden, we've got the Apprentice Warden, King, Queen, and a Log Launcher. Now, if you're hitting a ring base, do not use a Log Launcher, use a Battle Drill instead. But the Log Launcher on diamonds and box bases is insane. We use a heal spell really early. The purpose of the heal spell in this army is allowing us to delay our Warden ability just that little bit longer. We use a Rage spell on either side, so 1 up the top for those Root Riders, and 1 on the bottom. So really, you use your heal spells and your rage spells quite early with this army to burrow through the base, and then on the back end, use your remaining freeze spells to take down the base. I like using 1 skeleton spell with the Royal Champion to help her take down defensive heroes or scatter shots, and then freeze your life away. You've got, I believe, 5 freezes with this army. Just keep freezing the back end of the base. Now, with this army, the later you get to the town hall, the better. And you're going to see why here. Because our Root Riders were really healthy when they got into the town hall. But they are losing health quite quickly. The healing tome has worn off. The Warden Eternal Tome has definitely worn off. And the Rage Tower plus back end buildings can make this army fail. So honestly, that's why you don't use the log launcher on ring bases, because you need the battle drill to take out the outside of the base. But yeah, my philosophy is with this army, the later you can get to the town hall, the better for your army. Obviously, a bit more risky. So if you're doing one-hit wars, you've got to keep that in mind. But otherwise, this army is super strong. And the best thing about it is quite easy to execute. You saw what I did there. There was no craziness, nothing that nobody can do. Just Root Riders and Valks and get your spells right, and you will get plenty of triples with the army. In saying that, because this army can struggle on rings a bit more, it's not at number 1. But what is? Queen Charge Root Rider is insane. Now, don't get me wrong. We were tossing up between Queen Charge Root Rider and Queen Charge Lalo to put as the Queen Charge army in this video. But the way you do the Queen Charge is completely different. So with Queen Charge Lalo, you might use the Yeti Bomb a lot, and you're trying to get insane value from your Queen Charge. And you can make a case that Queen Charge Lalo might be stronger at Town Hall 15 because of that exactly. You get so much value from the Queen Charge. But the downside of that is it's often a little bit harder to execute because you have so much pressure on the Queen Charge. Whereas with Queen Charge Root Riders, you're kind of treating it like a Queen Charge, an OG Queen Charge hybrid that we've had in so many of our previous top 3 attack strategy videos. So if you can charge the Town Hall, obviously preferred, but if you have a look at this Town Hall, extremely difficult. So we're going to Queen Charge for value on the right hand side. Then we've got the Siege Barracks on the top side to set our funnel. And then we're going to go Root Riders, but this time, rather than sending the King around the base, we're going to send the King in the core with the Root Riders and our Royal Champion as well, once Alfonso decides to deploy her right on schedule. The Siege Barracks can do plenty of the funneling work at Town Hall 15, whereas the King in the core, particularly with the Gauntlet, is quite simply ridiculous. So you have the Root Riders coming in here. We deal with the CC on the fly. This is never ideal. Honestly, the top 2 targets for your Queen Charge with Queen Charge Root Rider are the Town Hall and the CC. And Alfonso got neither of them here, but he's still going to walk away with the triple. Even worse, we touched on this earlier in the video. He's doing this with the Life Gem, but he's also bringing the Apprentice Warden. Now, if you bring the Apprentice Warden and the Life Gem, generally it means the Life Gem is completely pointless. In fact, the Life Gem in this attack will be doing nothing. Absolutely nothing to the health of the Root Riders, the King, and the Royal Champion. And yet, he is still going to clap this base. I think that says everything you need to know about this army. Now, obviously, if you're doing this army properly, I'm going to pause this at the last possible second, you're going to bring the Giant Gauntlet. I would recommend the Frozen Arrow if you're a very good Queen Charger. If you're an average Queen Charger and learning, then bring the Archer Puppet because you've got the health recovery. Your Queen's not that likely to die through ability. And then obviously bring the Healing Tome. But despite that, proves you don't even need the hero equipment to make this attack strategy completely and utterly crush maxed Town Hall 15 bases. And the real question we have for you now is, did we get the list right? Is there some attack strategies that should have been in it? And what's your favorite attack strategy at Town Hall 15?